Hello, it's Wednesday. I dyed my hair, as you can see. And I figured I would do my makeup with you today. Don't really have too much planned. I'm hoping depending on when my partner gets home to have the car so that I can, because my baby carrier is in the car. And I want to take my son on a walk. But he's like 12 pounds, so I'm really trying to do all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just trying to fluff my bangs out of the way. Cause I just dyed it all. It's all kind of fluffy and it was a little greasy yesterday. It was greasy because I'm depressed. Now I need to make sure that I don't have the same fiasco today with my foundation. Aw, I have hair dye there. Let's just cover that up there. Because this is my outfit. Not like yesterday where at least I hadn't gotten dressed yet. I've already gotten dressed. This morning after my hair was done processing. After my hair was done processing, me and Colton laid outside for a bit. It's just really nice outside and that's exactly what I needed. I opened up the windows today. I think it's like 50 or 60 something. God damn it, I really need to go do a foundation match somewhere. But the thing is, I'm a brokey. That's so much foundation on my nose. I'm gonna have to remove some of this, I think. Jesus. I'm ready for the cold weather to be gone now. But I'm really I don't know. I feel like I'm in a weird state of mind where part of me is I want the warm weather to finally be here. But then on the flip side of that, I also know that with that warm weather, with each passing day, I don't know. I'm on maternity leave right now. My company's got a really good policy. But with each passing day, I know I'm getting closer and closer to having to go back. And I hate that so much. There's a part of me that I just don't want to go back. I was never, my mom was a stay-at-home mom whenever I was growing up. And I actually always was well, that's never going to be me. That's never gonna be me. I don't want to be a stay-at-home parent. Doesn't sound desirable. Gotta see what's wrong with the boy. I look pale as a fucking ghost. This foundation shade is just not it. And it's only gonna get more and more hilariously off. Oh, I'm right here, baby. Sorry. There we go. I know. He's fighting a nap right now, is what it is. Or I've already had a bit of a busy day, like I said, later today, I'm hoping to have the baby carrier before the sun goes down. so that we can go. So we can go on a walk, or maybe I'll go over to maybe we'll go over that little trail that I like. Today's early dismissal for my other son. He's 6. And I guess I think he comes home at he normally comes home about, they get out at 2:30, but they get home about 3 because of the bus. But no, I just, who knows, my oldest son got into that stage where he got a Switch for Christmas. And now I feel like whenever I'm like, hey, do you want to go on a walk with me? Or do you want to go do XYZ with me? He's like, no, I'd rather not. Actually, matter of fact, I'd rather stay home with Dad. Which is a bummer. I definitely thought I had some more years of these before he was like, fuck mama. Fuck these parents. I want blush, but alas, I don't have blush. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what this does. It is eyeshadow. I'm mixing the Vacay and Cardinal shades together. I don't think it's gonna work. I think this is gonna look a little silly. Speaking of, I need to get all new everything. This brush don't have no handle no more. I used to love makeup. I used to, buy all this stuff. Now I feel like I'm still using all the same stuff from when I was into it, which was pre-kids. It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's just that I don't be going places currently. I was starting to get back into it. Not last year, but the year before last. Well, I'm part of last year. Ooh, that shirt's annoying. But I was starting to get a little bit more into it. Because of the raves and stuff. But then, now I'm not going to those either, so. Really I feel like I'd just be doing makeup for to sit in the house. Which is fine. I mean, there's not a problem with that. It's just the season that I'm in right now. And that's what I keep having to remind myself whenever I'm kind of getting down. Because my mamas know, especially after having a baby, even if it's a second baby or whatever, there's still that kind of dysphoric feeling where you're not really yourself anymore. And it does suck. It really does. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, it's not this fun hip-de-doo-dah-day experience. Especially myself, with my main hobby, there's stuff that is going on right now that I'm missing that I feel like I'm just kind of SOL for. And I mean, I'd be a liar if I said that didn't suck. It does. Sullivan King was this past weekend. And I really kind of felt down and out about it because he was one of the first couple artists that I got into whenever I got into the EDM space. I just kind of have to keep reminding myself, like, it's not like this is the last time he's ever going to tour. I will get to see him again. It's not like it's the end of the world or anything. This is just the season that my life's in at the moment. And it'll pass. I mean, and whenever it does, I'm gonna miss it. So I have to remind myself sometimes of that, because it's really easy to go like, oh man, so-and-so's getting to do this, and so-and-so's doing that, and I wish I was doing that, and like, do I still wish I was doing this? So absolutely. Absolutely. I would love, especially because like even last year when I was going to shows, like I was pregnant for most of the year. So even going to shows last year, I really couldn't do as much, because like I'm a get up in the mosh pit kind of girl, and you know that obviously wasn't gonna happen whenever I'm pregnant. That's not safe for the baby. So like even the shows I did get to go to last year, I do feel like I didn't really get to enjoy them at like full potential. But I mean, there's plenty of shows. And who knows, I might actually get to start going to shows again here soon. When, I don't know. I don't want to give myself an exact date. And I only say that because I actually did do that. And that was Sylvan King. And I think that's why I've been really kind of like in a funk these last couple of days. Because like I did have it in my mind that I was going to go to Sullivan King, and then it just didn't happen. And like I'm watching all my friends there, and it's like, fuck. And then the thing that I do feel like kind of is a bummer for me is like I did have like postpartum really bad with my first son. And I always felt like what fixed that was going back to work. And I don't feel like that'll fix it this time, because now I work from home. So like honestly going back to work is just going to be like doubling my work. Like my workload's already really heavy. So I also know damn well good that this is just going to add more to it when I go back to work. But we can't afford for me to not go back to work. Oh, and then on top of that, I also feel like I feel like I wouldn't be able to really say anything, because like I was kind of saying earlier, like I felt like I was always so dead set against being a stay-at-home parent, that now I feel like if I was to bring it up, it would like, this might sound funny, but I almost felt like it would be like a violation of like what I had said. Like I gave my partner these expectations that I had no interest of being a stay-at-home parent. And like I get it, things change, but like I don't even know how one would bring that up, especially when they're in like the situations that we're in currently. Because I do genuinely feel as though like if I would have said something about doing this, like being a stay-at-home parent with my first son, I think we would have been able to make it work. But now it's to the point where like I make more than my partner, and I am the one who pays like all of the bills for the most part. I pay most of the bills, and I make over half of the income. So I feel like if I was to just not be working anymore, it would put a real like hinder and a lot of stress on our relationship and on our household. And like we're that type of couple, I feel like, where like we fight when like money gets really tight. And so I feel like it would just kind of be a not so great situation. And then on top of it, I'm also that kind of person where I like to have my own independence. And if I didn't work, I wouldn't have any money that's like mine, in my opinion. I know it's not really how it is being a stay-at-home parent. Like, technically speaking, it's both of your money. But in my household growing up, I don't feel like that's the way it was always treated. Sometimes it was, and sometimes it was, well, you're spending all of my money. When honestly, it's because she has no money, because her job is on the home front. I mean, she doesn't get paid for that. And then I also feel like if I was to just be a stay-at-home parent, I'd be playing into the role that I feel like is being pushed right now. And I don't really want to be boxed into any of that. Just because, I don't know. I don't know. I got music in the living room playing, but I've got it low enough where you shouldn't be able to hear it. I can hope not. This one, for whatever reason, tastes like fucking soap. And I'm gonna see lip straps, but some of them I don't really like it. Is that big of a deal, and they taste nice. And this one kinda did. It tastes like caramel soap. You're a big body girl. You're like Santa Claus. I actually started out hating that song. And then I fell in love with it, slowly but surely. It grew on me. My makeup's really not that good for real, but I had a good time hanging out and chit-chatting. Have a good Wednesday. Bye.